What's up, dudes? I'm Ashley.
And I'm Randa, and welcome to The Closed Cinema.
Welcome back. Welcome for the first time. Welcome, whatever. We're back, obviously. Another new movie came out while we're in quarantine. So we're talking about
Spam.
Talking about Palm Springs. That came out on Hulu, I think, last week for us. Don't know when this is going to get posted, so don't know when it came out for you. But last week for us, starring Andy Samberg. It's a Lonely Islands movie. At least it came up with Lonely Islands in the island. Is it island? I'm trying to make Lonely Island plural. It came up with the Lonely Island Studios at the beginning of it. Yeah. Groundhog Day, I guess, is the most familiar time loop movie. So it's Groundhog Day-esque time loop movie. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
I guess we'll get right into it unless you have any opening comments.
I mean, there'll be spoilers, obviously.
Yeah, spoilers for sure.
Everything we talk about, there'll be spoilers. We won't hold back, because then we won't be able to talk about anything. So
yeah, if you don't know us,
you're warned.
If this is your first time, this is just like chill. We're not critics. No. We're just talking about movies. Sorry.
Just two friends, just bored in quarantine. That's about it.
Been locked up for a long time.
We're going insane.
Yeah, I mean, I was already insane, but but yeah, Palm Springs, it was funny. I liked it. Yeah. There's a lot going on in it that took a lot of different like genres, because it had like comedy, there was romance, like sci-fi, I guess, with the whole time loop and quantum physics.
The dinosaur too. I wasn't sure if that was from the
In the stars. Yeah, I think there's just from
the dinosaurs.
But like in the stars, when they were like hallucinating, kind of it.
No, when they were in the camp, they were like camping and they saw dinosaurs walking, and then it shows it at the end too when they zoom out. It shows like the one with the huge neck.
Apparently, I couldn't see that on my TV. I thought I saw one in the stars, but maybe that's just me squinting at the television.
Maybe I was imagining. I'm not sure at this point.
Was I supposed to take drugs for this movie?
I didn't. I was just lack of sleep. Maybe that's what it was.
All right, well, I missed that then. Probably missed it. I thought they were talking about stars. I have bad sight. And then kind of, I thought there might have been more like thriller, horror when they introduced Roy.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to go like a different direction, but then that kind of like chilled out as well.
I was thinking more like Jumanji. When that one dude was chasing
the hunter.
Him. Yeah.
Honestly, though, when that first like started happening and they were like making out or whatever in the desert, and then he just got shot, I was completely thrown off guard. I did not expect that to happen at all.
Well, I mean, she didn't either.
She definitely didn't. But I was very alarmed. And then when he talked about like getting tortured by him and everything, and like showing all the different times he had been like hunted by, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So I thought we were gonna go like kind of a different path.
Yeah, it could have totally gone many different ways. I'm surprised it ended like how it did though.
Yeah, I don't know if I mean, I didn't mind the ending, but it was very simple as well. So I was like, okay.
I'm like, it's real life. It's more real life than it is a movie ending, I guess.
I guess so. Makes sense.
I haven't really watched that many of Andy Samberg's movie either, so except like the actual like mockumentary of them. Was it of them? No, it was
the
him.
Pop star Never Stop Stopping or whatever.
Yeah, is that a mockumentary? What is that?
Yeah, it was like a mockumentary. That one was good. I really liked that movie.
I did. I really loved that one.
I watched him in a couple of things. I mean, I mainly know him from now from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, because I do like that show. But I think first thing I probably saw him in was like Hot Rod, where he wanted to be like a Evel Knievel kind of thing, like stunt biker, whatever, stuntman. It was all right. It had Bill Hader in it.
I like I'm on a Boat, their song.
Yeah, you love that song. You like every single word.
This karaoke song. I'm like, yes. Except I'm too embarrassed to do it by myself. So no, at the same time.
You have done it by yourself though, because I have been there.
Not good.
I have recorded it.
What?
Yeah. Also in the car when we were like driving back from California one time, it came on your playlist and you were really into it while you were driving, and I recorded you.
I'm into weird songs sometimes.
It's okay. It was fun.
For you. For me too, but like in my own bubble.
I thought it was pretty fun though. I think this movie had been kind of not like hyped up for me, but I saw a couple people I know saying that it was like the best movie this year, which I guess there's not that much to compare it to right now, but I wasn't too sure about that. I don't know. It was fun, and I thought it was shot well. They had good chemistry. The Sarah was the character's name, I think, and
I don't
Niles.
remember anymore.
I think they had good chemistry,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like, it didn't blow me away. It wasn't. I don't think I'm gonna watch it again.
No, it's definitely one of those movies that you just play in the background if you want it, but not really. I mean, I feel like there's so many other movies that are like this, that like the same storyline or like the Groundhog Day thing, that I'm just not really drawn to it. This movie specifically.
Yeah, I think when it's like the time loop thing, you haven't seen it. I like the one that's with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, Edge of Tomorrow. But it's more like action and them trying to like figure out how to like stop these like alien type things. But every time like it gets close to getting like killed, it resets time. Like it resets the day or something. So they can never make it past that. So like that one I like because they have to keep trying to find out how to live, because if they die, like it starts over, so they have to keep figuring out how to like live and make it and get through it. And like that, it feels like when you are stuck in a time loop, it gives like so much more reason to make it out of there, I guess. Like this one, at least with Andy Samberg's character, he was kind of content by this time, and we don't know how long. Like I would like to know how long he's actually been there for.
Well, I mean, yeah, he lost track because he couldn't remember where he worked or anything. I mean, he could have also asked his girlfriend, though. Like what?
Oh, that's
you
true.
know, whatever.
But I mean, at least like with him, it was a day off of work. You're at a nice place with a pool and food and stuff. So
I would have been like him. I'm like, I'm not trying to get out of here. I'm stuck. I'm not trying.
After committing suicide many times,
I'm like, I've given up at this point. I'm just gonna live it as as it comes, and it's gonna come forever. So that's where
I'm like, at least it's not like a bad day. It wasn't anything terrible going on. But like when he was talking about the whole like suicide part, and then she was gonna try to kill herself with the truck, he started like, I'm bracing myself for a quick death, and he's like, nothing's worse than a painful death in the ICU. I was like, you're right. Like, oh god, I don't know about committing suicide many times to try to figure a way out. Like if it didn't work the first time, I don't know if I'd do it again. Like I just kind of go with it.
I'm like, dang, that didn't work. All right, bye. I like how he gives money to people and he's like, I'm just gonna get it back the next day anyway.
I know, it's kind of like fun where you can do kind of whatever you want, and you know there's not gonna actually be like a consequence. But I liked it when they were like arrested, or she hit Roy with the cop car. He's all, you can't just do that. Like, yeah, people aren't gonna remember. Some people aren't gonna remember what you do to them,
but you do.
But you have to live with that. I like that part.
Yeah, because I would definitely feel that guilt.
Yeah, because if I still messed with somebody, even though it's gonna like reset, I'd be like, I'm still a jerk.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Especially like, because if she like runs in front of the truck when she like killed herself, or even driving into the truck, you still cause something for like another person. Like even if they're forgetting
that moment,
like that's some trauma right there. Like especially like if it's the truck hitting a person, then they're like, oh, okay, well, even if they forget, just think, what if they did wake up at that point, or like time kept moved forward at that point, and this person's just run you over.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, okay. Good thing I'm dead, because I can't live with that.
Yeah. There was one part that confused me at the end when they make it past that day, and Roy is at the wedding and he's asking Andy Samberg like, oh, hey, your girlfriend, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, wait, so, because like after they escaped that day, they remember, right? Because they were at that one person's house.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how this works.
So they got out.
Yeah.
But he's still in it. So it's now like, I don't know if it's like a multiverse or what, like where that's now the person that, if you had just walked, like if anyone had walked into that one, that's the Niles that they would be meeting.
Yeah.
So like if he hadn't ever been in it, I guess, so, like gotten stuck.
So if Roy gets out of that, would they both know, or just...
No, I think so. If Roy gets out of it, he's gonna go
to a different universe.
I think he's gonna go back to the one that they started from, but he might like, and I don't know how he's gonna meet up with them, because now they're, if he doesn't go back on the exact same day,
this is
he now catching up with time from where they are, because now they're gonna, like, what if they're on like November 13th and now he's on November 10th, like,
I didn't know how that really played out. So I'm like, oh, what? You can't do this to me, because they left that day knowing it was going to end that day, and so they acted a certain way. So I was very confused.
I don't know if it's gonna be like an X-Men thing with like Days of Future Past at the end of it. Nobody like really realizes that he was gone, but he wakes up at like that time, and then Patrick Stewart's like, "Oh, I've been waiting for you," or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I hate. I've said it so many times. I hate anything that had to do with like time travel or anything like that, because it's just too much for my little old brain to handle.
Little old brain.
It's barely here.
Also, how long were they like actually stuck, or she was stuck, because she like was researching like quantum physics and all sorts of things. I'm like,
a month.
How long were we doing this for?
I feel like once you just invest in that the entire time, especially for her because she has so many resources, I don't think it'll take like years. It'll just be a month at the most. Okay. If you're like just focusing on that, because that's all she was doing. Yeah. Right? She was talking to like experts, and then
I was like, how are you just talking to these people when you keep having to restart the day? Like, they agreed to have a meeting with you over Skype that
maybe
quickly?
She just gets their I don't know. Or maybe it's like, it's an emergency. I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe they're like, okay.
I don't even know. Where is Palm Springs? Is it close to like major cities?
Isn't it close to like LA area?
I drive by it all the time, but
let me look it up.
They had a con there.
Aren't there like rich people spas out there or something?
No clue.
Oh, it comes up with the movie instead of a map.
No, this is not what we needed for 2020.
Ruined. So it's, instead of being like on the coast like LA and San Diego, like it's close to LA, but it's like inner. It's by Joshua Tree National Park.
Oh, it's that far out?
Yeah, it's San Bernardino National Forest.
We don't know our maps. What is it? Geography.
Look, I drive to San Diego and LA. I don't drive to Palm Springs.
I mean, I've driven by Palm Springs a couple of times because there's always been car accidents and I had to drive through the city.
What?
But
oh, because you take the 10? I take the 8, so I never go through there. I always take the 8.
I mean, last year I went to LA like 5,000 times, and it's every time with different people, so they all take different routes and stuff.
I always drive and I take the 8 because I hate the 10.
Well, sometimes there's like accidents on the 8 and stuff. So my mom is like a stalker, so she'll know where, like, there's an app on my phone that you could tell the location, and she'll like call me. She's like, there's an accident on this road, so it's better if you take this road. And I'm like, okay. And so she probably made us go that way.
Well, I go to San Diego more than I go to LA, so that's part of the reason. But even when I go to LA, because you can take like people take the 10 to like bypass certain things, but it's only like a 20-minute difference. Like, it's not that big of a difference.
It depends on time of traffic too, though. If it's Phoenix traffic, then sometimes you want to. Oh no, you can't bypass. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can, because you take the Gila Bend.
Well, there's a new I-10 part too now. Or not I-10. It's a different highway that goes south of Phoenix.
Is there?
Anyway, enough of this. This has nothing to do with this. I'm sorry. We'll talk about this off.
If you drive from Arizona, let us know. I like driving.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A question. Do you think that old lady is stuck?
Oh, I don't think so. Because she didn't know him during the part of it.
But she could also just be like, whatever. Because she's like, out of all the weddings I've been to, this is the best one. And then at the end...
Oh, that old lady. Yeah. I thought you meant at the bar.
Oh, no, not her.
Oh.
The one at the wedding. Because at the end, when, like, she goes up to the Sarah girl, she's all, since you're getting out of here or something like that. And I was like, does she know? Because she's like, at all the weddings I've ever been to, this was the best one. And it could just be because she's been at that wedding every single day, seeing all of his,
that's true,
like, ridiculousness and everybody else's. So I'm like, is she just chilling there? Because
that'd be
if you're like old, some people might be happy to relive, like, stay in every single day with, like, their family.
Yeah. Well, Roy wasn't, but yeah. Some people
but like, you know, she could be happy to be, you know,
with everybody around.
In like a happy place and stuff. So that's I'm like,
true.
Maybe she's just chilling there.
She could be. Yeah, and that lady showed up a lot too, so that makes sense. Well, more than like one. What did you think about the cheating? All the cheating. There was so much cheating.
Yeah, I was like, oh. About like the one with the actual like groom with Derek from Teen Wolf.
Everyone. Is that him?
Yeah, I was like, oh.
It is him.
He looks better in Teen Wolf.
Does he?
Yeah, he looks a lot better in Teen Wolf. I was very confused because it was him and then the girl from Riverdale. And I was like, why are y'all in here?
Yeah, they got her, but she didn't really do anything. Except
She did
She
nothing.
didn't say anything except when she like broke her tooth. That's about it.
Oh yeah, I was. Oh god,
Yeah,
that part was bad.
bad.
I don't know. I don't believe in marriage. I don't like relationships. So if they're cheating, whenever my friends have relationship problems, or if they're not my friend, I don't care. I say dump them. Like I don't care who it is, dump
Yeah,
them.
that's me too.
So
Break up.
so I don't know if she thinks they're actually gonna be good together and he's gonna be good in the future. But I'd be like, unless your sister, like.
Yeah, that was messed up on her part.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I get that stuff like that happens, but it's bad. I don't know if I could let my sister get married to somebody that
Cheats.
like even if they cheated
Willing
but
to
then
cheat with
cheated with
anyone.
me.
Yeah.
I don't think I could let my sister get married like
No.
without saying that. But like this is a very big problem.
Yeah.
And I get she hated herself, she hated waking up every day, but like still he's a person that like cheated, and I just like, I mean, we know how you guys don't know, but we know how my parents' marriage ended. And we know how bad my dad is. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't believe in marriage.
My parents are married, but like, are they married out of love? Like, I don't think
parents
so.
just, like-
so
Your parents sometimes confuse me, like when I first met you and like I stayed over at your house, that's my mom's room and that's my dad's room.
it was very Japanese.
Oh.
Japanese people sleep in different beds. Like if you watch any like the whole like home improvement ish like shows, it's always separate beds for like the couple, even if they're in the same room and stuff like that. And yeah, they're not like they're not like loving people to begin with. And then my mom always says like, yeah, I just married him because I had to get married or something like that. And then my dad too, I'm like pretty sure he was just single forever, so they just got married. And my dad doesn't even like kids. I'm like, why'd you even have us? But, well, my mom doesn't like kids. I'm very confused at my family. But, I mean, they're still together. And they act like married couple. Like,
It's always
like the
been
skeleton of it. Just not really love.
Yeah, and I always don't know exactly what it's like when I'm not there. But
Not exactly
always
the same. They don't talk to
okay.
each other.
Okay, but like it's still like fun, like because we've gone out with all of them before.
Yeah.
And
So we do like family stuff. I think ours is more family oriented, and like, you know, some people are like a couple is like the first priority, and then
my dad and his
yeah.
wife.
yeah, it's like that. But not our family. Our family is more like, oh, we're just one unit, so we move together.
Yeah, that's nice because like with mine it's just such a mess, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm destroyed. Like my entire
Yeah.
life is like a mess because of
'cause
it.
Your parents are more like love oriented, right?
I don't know.
When you were younger, that's what you
I don't
thought?
even know. I think maybe before I was born,
Mm-hmm.
but my dad was basically cheating on my mom the entire time.
Yeah.
Like it was bad, and my mom deserves so much better.
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel so bad for her, and like I always get upset. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
But she
Don't
deserves so
cry.
much better. And like my dad is
Yeah.
just, my dad's not in my life anymore. My dad's in jail, if you want to know. But we had cut off contact before that, and then before he went into jail, it was still bad. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
I
you know what,
mean-
you can chill out in there. If things change, the changes,
Yeah.
you know, and we can talk later. But he's treated me, my sister, and my mom and his parents all badly.
Yeah, I remember being scared of him whenever
I was scared of
whenever
him.
we even went to like Disneyland or anything like that.
Yeah, and it sucks because me and my mom were such big Disney people, and my
Yeah.
sister's a big Disney person now. But when he would go, it was always like a fight, and so he stopped going. And even to visit his parents in California, who now are here, it was my mom who was like, "We have to go see them. Like, we need to go for the holidays or invite them
Yeah.
down here." And then when us trying to go to England, he wouldn't want to go to England, and it's like when they got married, it's like you're gonna. Like,
Yeah.
we're still supposed to go. We weren't supposed to stay in Arizona either. We were supposed to either live in California or even go back to England. Like, we
Oh.
weren't supposed to stay here. And then he just changed his mind on everything.
Did he retire?
Well, he
Oh, I guess
got
he's
out
dead.
of the Air Force and got into the Guard.
Got it.
And we just stayed here. And so I'm like, it's...
I don't think he even knows what he's doing, to be honest.
No, I can't talk about her right now, but it was completely a manipulative and like emotional abuse relationship, and then it was affecting me and my sister and his parents and everyone.
Yeah, I
So,
remember my parents were PO'd
were they?
at your dad. Yeah.
It was
what?
And then he
Yeah.
always, I'm 26, and he told me because I wouldn't see him before he did go into jail, because he let go after my sister again the way that she did to me before I stopped talking to him. I was like, I can see that nothing's changed. And then he like complained to my grandma saying that I think I'm the adult and when I'm supposed to be the child. I'm like, well, I am a freaking adult.
Yeah.
You're the one who's acting like an idiot and not growing up and not stepping up for anyone. So I don't believe in marriage.
My short story. To make a long story short,
if you want to have more intense conversations on a movie podcast, let us know. I got a lot of stories.
That's a tea.
A lot of trauma. Would I stay in the
I
paradox
don't.
of one day repeating if it's a nice day? Maybe. Because I could go to Disneyland. If it's in Palm Springs, I could drive to Disneyland every day.
That is true, but I'll be so tired.
And then you could take a break every other day.
That's true.
Would I stay? Maybe.
That is very true. I don't even know what I would do. I'd just be so bored. But I like kind of in this quarantine. It's like kind of the same thing. So it's like I'm
nice
alive.
If it's like a day like that, you don't have to work anymore. You just chill every day.
But you also never die. I'll get so bored.
I mean, I haven't died yet, so
Still waiting.
I'm still alive technically, just like he is.
Well, I don't know how we got on that topic, but
We told you this isn't. I don't know what this podcast is.
I
It's
don't know.
mostly movies. I think we said that on another one. This is a mostly movie podcast.
and mostly,
Kind of.
yeah, we're not critics, so we're not going to talk about every aspect of a movie, and we just go off of whatever we feel is related to the movie. So
/ whatever tangent comes up while we're discussing.
yes, we go off tangents
If it's
a lot.
a roadmap or
Yeah.
our lives.
Looking up on Google Maps.
Tell us if you prefer the 8 or the 10. I don't know. This movie was pretty good, but like I said, it's not like one that I'm probably gonna watch again. Sorry. I don't know.
It was just too normal, if that makes sense. Like, there was nothing super great about it. It wasn't a bad movie. Was it a great movie? I don't think so.
Yeah. I like the part where he has to get shot so he didn't have to drive in traffic.
Mood.
Yeah.
The 8 or the 10? Which traffic?
I know. But, yeah, what's your rating?
I didn't know what to make it out of, but I just did 5 out of 10. Just average.
Oh, I guess I did like 3 goats out of 5. I got really excited when they showed the goat in the very first part. I was like, you know, like when you drive by like a cow or something, I'm like, goat!
Yeah.
And then when she started taking it into the cave, I was like, no, goat!
No,
I was like,
really no. What was his
please let
name?
him-
I forgot.
I
his
don't
name.
know. I just call it goat.
Oh.
But yeah, so, well, I guess since people are like saying this was like the best movie so far of the year, and we're halfway through the year, this is July, and I hit my little thing. This is July. Do you have a favorite movie so far this year that's come out? Do you even remember what's come out so far this
I
year?
do not remember what's come out. What movie has come out this year? Just to recap for everybody, okay? Not just me.
Oh, okay. So we had this. We had Eurovision, which we also talked about. Don't know if this episode's going up first or that one.
Similar scoring. Mm-hmm,
There was Invisible Man, which I don't know if you watched. King of Staten Island. The Hunt. Did Emma come out this year?
You know,
Emma.
wait, when was Frozen 2? Was that last year?
That was last year, right?
Never
like in
mind.
like November-ish.
Yeah, it was. No, December.
To All the Boys I've Loved Before. The
I still
sequel.
haven't seen that.
Oh, okay.
I'm
It
scared.
wasn't as good as the first
Okay.
one. Birds of Prey.
Mm.
Did Underwater come out this year? I don't know. I don't think you watched that one anyways. When did Onward come out? Was that this year?
That was the beginning of quarantine. No, a little bit, like a week or 2 before quarantine. Because I watched it in the theaters.
Oh,
and then
I watched it
went
when I
to
went on
quarantine.
Disney Plus. Okay, so yeah, and there's not a lot, and we still haven't watched everything because I think there's some other movies that have come out that haven't looked as interesting to us. Just not in our.
To Ashley, I don't pick the movies.
Well, if there's something that you were interested in, then we would have watched it. I'm sure.
Yes. So that explains.
That's why we just talk about Avatar.
So that shows, yeah, pretty much. That's all I watch. I'll say maybe my favorite movie is probably Onward. It's a good movie. I like kid shows, kid movies. And that was a good
I'm
one.
very mad about the end of that movie still.
Yeah, it is. What
But
it is.
I don't know. Mine was probably like The Invisible Man. I think I like that one.
I haven't seen that one, so I can't say. But
It was good.
okay.
But yeah. So this was an interesting talk do the thing if you're interested. Like, comment, subscribe if you're into that. But yeah, I don't think I've got anything else. This has been a mostly movie podcast again.
Well,
sorry.
We should change our name.
I know.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else, so please find the nearest exit and get out.
Get out.
Get out.